It's almost like I always think of that scene in Avatar, you know, when he jumps off the top leaf and each leaf is there to catch him. Yeah. And we were talking, it's like, oh yeah, well, I do websites. If she's like, I need a website. It's like, it was just weird how all the things she needed, I had the skill sets for. I said, you know,
you're burning through all of your karma too. And
we break right through, and this peace would come. Do this, and I explained to them what had happened and my experience, and they're like, are you on drugs?
Yeah.
You know, it was like these amazing revelations would just keep coming through. And so a friend of mine's like, I was like, what do I do with this energy? They're like, well, ask Shivananda. So I texted, like, what do I do? And he sent me pictures, and then you just see my house, Italy. And I was like, yeah, okay. I have like literally $600 to my name. You know, how's that going to work? And things worked out. And I was like, I think I need to do this. I called my parents. I said, hey, look, do I have any, because I stashed some things with that. I was like, do I have any savings left? Because I feel like I really need to do this. And I explained to them what had happened and my experience. And they're like, are you on drugs? It's like their worst nightmare. You know, their daughter moves to California and ends up with hippies. And now she's taking off and going to Italy with a saint. You know? So yeah, so that's where it started, just to give you the little backstory. And, you know, the whole Tibet trip was in my mind. I was like, you know, you just go on a whim and you got to trust. It's almost like I always think of that scene in Avatar, you know, when he jumps off the top leaf and each leaf is there to catch him down to the ground. It's such a great visual. So I was like, all right, I'm going to do this. I'm just going to, if it's meant to be, you know, I'll get a call for a job doing a website or something else. Sponsor me. So I only bought a one-way ticket. And then ended up in Italy doing fire puja. We were there for his birthday, and then going to Germany. And I encountered another dear friend of his, and she had a wellness center that she was creating in Malindi, Africa. And we were talking, it's like, oh yeah, well, I do websites. If she's like, I need a website. I was like, oh, cool. And then she was talking about doing a treatment for a television program there where it takes people on a wellness journey, you know, and I was like, well, I did a TV show on healing for 2 years. Like, it was just weird how all the things she needed, I had the skill sets for. I said, you know, I traded a trip to Tibet. So you don't have to come off the cash. You can put plane tickets and everything on your credit card, and then we'll just trade for all expenses paid. So we ended up doing that. And that took us to London, to India for 3 weeks with Shivananda, and then to Africa for 5 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah.
What was your favorite part about the trip?
Oh my gosh. It was so different, because when you're doing, like with Shivananda, you were doing Kundalini work, like constant in Germany. I think we did fire puja every single night, and then Kundalini exercise and Shakti dance, just getting that vibration up really high. So where it's really fun, it was so intense. I mean, because you're burning, you know, it was like menopause, I guess, from what people say. You're just constantly burning.
Yeah, well, you're burning
through
all of your karma too, and you know, and you're shifting your soul lessons and things, and so, you know, healing sometimes can be, you know,
you have to integrate it. Give yourself time to integrate it.
You know, and if you don't, like, it's super intense, if you don't realize, you know, like when you're kind of turning on that conveyor belt of even more spiritual evolution, which is you know, evolving your soul and getting that more purified. It's like everything that you're meant to do that's supposed to be spaced out that you can handle, it just comes at you like a conveyor belt. You
have to be there and be present and make up your decision. Am I going to keep running the same patterns, or am I going to try something new? And with Shivananda, everything was so clear. Like, it was like being in the washing machine. You know, your stuff would come up and come up and come up. So you constantly had opportunity to make a new choice. And where it was amazing, it was really intense. But because I was with my my family, like my soul family is how it felt. Luce and Bea and these women that were all in their hearts and in their center. When issues would come up, you know, you get triggered and you're like, oh, and I would tend to shut down. They're like, speak.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh yeah, that's what the universe is making me do, is speak your truth.
Yeah,
so
that,
then
especially with that close off pattern that would happen.
And so we would sit and talk.
You enjoying this so far? Did you forget to subscribe? Make sure to do so. It takes 2 seconds. Just press that little button, the red one. You know the one. Just press it, little like. All right, enjoy the rest of this content.
And we break right through, and this peace would come. And then the next layer would come, and then you'd talk it out, and you know, you'd break through another layer. So it was really amazing. India, there's nothing like India. It's its own entity. Like.
And where were you in India? Northern, southern?
Southern. We started in Tiruvannamalai, and it was Guru Pranama Day. And that's where, you know, everybody comes from everywhere to walk around the mountain there. It's Arunachala, which is Shiva's mountain.
Wow.
And that's where just another couple of beings just really connect with that energy. And there was thousands of people walking around, because you can't go up now anymore. So there was just thousands of people walking around. So the energy was intense. And, you know, we kind of had like VIP because we were with the saint. And so they would bring us into the front of the temples where we would all come together for darshan. And you were burning through everything, not just because there were so many people and it was hot, but because you're right there just praying every single day. And people by the thousands are just coming and praying every single day. So the energies are just unlike anything. It's really amazing.
Wow.
Really amazing. And then one of my favorite spots that I could live there was the Ellora Caves. And there are these 3 temples built in this mountain. It's a UNESCO site now. Mm-hmm. And the first one is a Jain temple, which I'd never heard of, the Jain religion. I guess it's one of the oldest, where they don't kill or harm any living being, even to the point with vegetables. They only harvest and eat certain things so it doesn't hurt or harm the plant.
Wow.
Yeah. And then they had the Hindi temple. There was Shiva and the lingams, and then the Buddhist. So there was Buddha in this beautiful arched dome where the acoustics, we sang very softly sitting against one of the pillars. I think Shivananda started singing, and then I followed him over the top. It sounded so ethereal, and I was singing low. It brought the sound up and echoed through the whole place.
Wow.
It was magic. It was really amazing. And all 3 of the temples weren't built. They were carved out of the mountain. I don't know how any human could possibly do that. It was absolutely amazing, the detail and the energy, and it was one of the most spectacular places I've ever been. It was really cool.
And where was that located in India?
Ellora Cave. So if you're in Shirdi, which is where we went to see Shirdi Baba, it was the first time I'd really encountered any of the Babas.
Okay.
Never met a Baba before. Met Babaji there. He's a 150-year-old saint that still lives there and had started a school and takes care of, I think, 7,000 children on premises. Wow. And then in total, I think they told me it was like 20,000 children throughout India.
If you like this content, make sure that you like, subscribe, and comment below. And we also have an amazing link right there for some cool product. I know you want to check it out. I know you want to click it. Go ahead. Come on. You can do it. All right, until next time, have a beautiful, blessed day.